You guys like my lip combo? Dookie brown. That pimple needs to go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Baby, give me a reason. Tell me just how you're feeling. I could see you're tripping off the way I'm living in trust, looking for love.
If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. Today we're gonna be doing another story time. This actually happened very recently, and I actually posted this on my Snapchat and asked if you guys wanted to hear the story time about it, and a couple of you guys slid up. So we're gonna jump right into the story time. I'm gonna try not to take too long in the story because it wasn't something that like had a lot of events leading up to it, but we're gonna, you know, give you guys the tea. If you guys want to stay connected, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and also hit that like button so I know that you guys are liking my story times. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so every time I post, y'all get notified. And let's get to like 10 likes. I'm liking the number 10, so let's do 10 likes. Jumping right into the story, this happened a couple weeks ago actually at this food restaurant, which is very crazy because it's one of my favorite spots. It's a seafood spot, and I'm not gonna mention the name or anything like that because I do still go there. It was just something that happened that I never expected to happen to me. So this day I went with my cousin and my sister. We decided to all go to the restaurant to eat food. My sister, she just came back from a different state, so I was like, look, let's all go out, let's go do something together, since it's been a long time since we've chilled or done anything. I met up with my sister. We all met up at my house and we drove to the food spot, and it was cool, calm. The second we got into the restaurant, it took them a little minute just to get us to sit down. I think, which in all honesty, I looked around and it didn't look as busy, but how the restaurant is laid out, there's tables behind this wall, so I don't know if there was a group of people there. I don't know, you know, I didn't check or anything. I didn't end up looking. The only way I would have found out is if I went to like the bathroom or something like that, and that night I didn't have to go to the bathroom or anything, so I don't know if they had a lot of people there. So we're just standing there waiting for someone to sit us down and stuff like that, and then this girl came up to us saying like, oh hey, you guys gonna eat, or are you guys picking up? And you know, we're just like, no, we're gonna eat, we're here to dine in. So she was like, okay, you know, she grabbed the menus and stuff. Sorry, my camera was about to die, so I had to plug it in. But where was I? So she grabs the menus and she takes us to the table, and we're sitting like in the front of the store pretty much, right next to the window. So it was cool. So I didn't, you know, we didn't see if there's anybody else there or anything like that. But we're sitting there and I'm looking through the menu. I already know what I want because I always go there to get the same thing. I always get, at that restaurant, I don't usually get anything else. I always get the seafood boil because like that's literally the only reason why I go to that restaurant. Like literally the only reason. And I'm not gonna lie, the seafood boils are delicious. So I was there just looking through and just seeing like if there was anything different, trying to be delusional to see like, oh yeah, if the menu changed or anything, if there was anything like special on there, but there wasn't. My sister got the same thing as me, and I think my cousin got the same thing but with a different sauce. I usually get my boils with, they have like the special where it comes with a lobster tail, a half of snow crab, a pound of shrimp head off, corn and potatoes, and sometimes I add sausage in it, but I didn't add sausage because I was like, there was no need for it. But sometimes I do add sausage. So we're waiting, And we also look into the drink menus because we never had drinks from that restaurant before. So we were like, oh, let's look at the drink menu to see. And they had a lot of good items. So what I got was, I forgot the name of it. I totally forgot the name of it, but it was a green drink that, you know, that it was like a candy something. I don't remember. It was sweet. Like, it was really good. And then my sister got the same thing, and then my cousin got some like watermelon drink, I believe. Yeah, something like that. It took the waiter like 10-15 minutes just to come up to us. But luckily, like, you know, she was cool and everything. So like, we didn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't care too much. But it was just the fact that, like, I didn't see a lot of people there, and this lady took like 10-15 minutes, like 15, almost 20 minutes to get to us. Like, I swear. There was this kid that kept on back and forth from different tables, so we assumed that he was the waiter, and every time he walked by we would be like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, like, in our head he's about to come to us, and then he'll like walk right past us. It would be like, damn, like, that's crazy. But after like the 15 so minutes, our waiter came, which was a girl. She was cool and everything. She got our orders. We ordered the drinks. Cool. After that, it took us like another 10 minutes just to get the drinks. You know, that was a wait, but luckily, you know, we got the drinks. The drinks were good. And after the drinks, we got our food. Cool. After we're there, we're eating and everything. We eat all our food. We drink our drinks and all that. Cool. Now we're waiting like 20, almost 30 minutes just for her to give us our check. And we told her, hey, like, we waved to her and we're like, hey, like, we need the check so we can leave, because my sister had to go buy some things and she had to leave and all this extra stuff. So we were kind of in a rush a little bit. But this lady was taking forever. Like, she was like this close. Like, we were about to like walk out type stuff. Obviously we weren't going to walk out, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had that feeling like, yo, I'm about to be out because this stuff is crazy. So she comes up after, and I let her know, in this card, I just want you to charge this much, and then and the rest charge in this card. So that's what she does. She charges the amount on this card, and then she charges the rest on the other card. Cool. She does that, and I see the charge on my phone and everything. And then on the receipt from the card, I get the pen, normal, and I put 00 on the first card, and then I sign it. And then the second card where I said put the rest on, I put a tip on there. I put like a $15 tip for her. So after that, it was cool. Like, you know, nothing happened after that. It was a good night. Tell me why 2 days later I get a notification on my phone saying that my balance changed on my card. The first card, the one I told her to only spend a certain amount, to spend this much amount. And, you know, not the card that I said put the rest on, the card that I said only charge me this much on this card. So on that same card, the balance changed because she put a $30 tip onto that card. I was heated because that card was like a prepaid card. Like, you like, it's Cash App. If you guys, you know, it's a Cash App card. So that card only had a certain amount of money in it. I don't use it much. I just use it, someone sends me and I send people money on. So I didn't have money on the card. So because she took out a $30 extra, I had a negative balance of $30 on my card. So mind you, it's like 6 in the morning when I see this, and I'm heated. Like, I just have a whole $30 just out my card right now, and it's like $30 is $30. Like, I don't care how rich you are, $30 is $30, especially if it's for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And especially if the service wasn't like all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you took 30 years just to get to us. You took very long to give us our drinks and our food, and then it took you 30 years just to give us a check. So, like, you know what I'm saying? There was no way I'm gonna give you $30 for no service. Like, it wasn't even worth it. It was not close to no damn $30 that service. So I get up, mind you, it's the day I have to go to work, so I end up getting up getting dressed, and I'm heated. Like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, there's no way. Like, and I can't dispute the transaction or anything because it's like, it's like they put it together. So they charged me one charge, but it said this includes the $30 tip. So that's how I knew it was $30. So after I get dressed and everything, I head to work, and then on my break I decide to drive to the restaurant because there was no way they were gonna stay with no damn $30, because it's like, you just try to steal $30 from me, and that's crazy. So I go there. Mind you, the restaurant didn't open until the afternoon. So like, I was so anxious that whole day because I'm like, yo, I can't even call nobody right now or anything because they don't open until the afternoon. So I was patient, I waited, and then I go there. I see a manager and then a coworker there, and I'm like, hey, look, y'all charged me on this day $30 extra, and I gave them the description of my server and everything, and he was like, okay, let me look into that. So I guess when you pay with a card, they hold all the receipts in like a file or something like that, and then they do whatever they do afterwards. So luckily it only was like a day or two prior to them taking out the money, so they had it like right there. And then because on the app it tells you exactly what time you were charged, so I told them, I was like, I got charged on this day at this time, so it was quicker for them to find my card transactions. The manager pulls out the card transactions and he looks at both the receipts, and then I have both the cards with me, so I was like, look, this card is supposed to be taken out this amount, just that, and then this card was the amount, the extra amount, and then the tip. And then he looks at the cards, and then he looks at the receipts, and that's what it shows. I had the 00 under the money that I told her just to take out, and then I signed it, and then I had the $15 tip and the amount with the other card. So he was like, oh, like, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean for this to happen, like, she's new or whatever, even though that's like not an excuse, blah 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 blah. So I was like, well, y'all gotta figure out something, because like, I need them $30. So he looked up and he did like the refund on the system. He printed out the receipt, and then I had to sign to give them like the proof that they refunded me my money. So cool. And then he said he was gonna call the IT people or whoever to make sure like everything was clear on their end and my end. So that's that. And then he asked me to leave my number there just in case if anything happens or whatever, he will call me and stuff. So I wrote down my name and my number, and I left it with the manager. And I'm leaving, and he ends up texting me saying like, oh, like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying, like, that's not something that it's usually that, like, something that we approve of, like, it wasn't right, this and that, blah blah. And I'm like, no worries, like, at least like I'm getting my refund back. So this happened like 2 days before Thanksgiving. So after that, Thanksgiving rolls about, and I'm just looking like, I still haven't gotten my refund. And they didn't tell me, no, they did. They told me it was only gonna take 24 to 48 hours for me to get my refund back. So, I was waiting for that. I'm waiting, and no, nothing. And so I text him on Thanksgiving Day saying like, hey, just wanted to follow up to see like, if there's anything like wrong or stuff like that. And mind you, that day I didn't really realize it was Thanksgiving. So like after I sent him the text, I was like, oh wait, it's Thanksgiving, so like let me just give it a couple days. And he said the same thing. So Friday comes along, and then the weekend comes along, and then Monday, Tuesday comes along. I did not think about the $30 or anything like that. Like, I was way too busy, so like that did not even cross my mind. Wednesday, I get a notification from Cash App about something. Like, I don't even remember what it was. It had nothing to do with my refund, but because of the notification, it reminded me of my refund. So I texted him and I was like, hey, like, I still haven't gotten it. Like, it's been like almost a week. Like, what's going on, So he was like, oh, I'm gonna call the people and see like what's going on and everything like that. So he was like, after that, like I waited like 30 minutes or so. He texted me back and he was like, so it looks like the refund, it's gonna take up to another week for you to receive it. All I could say was, oh my god, because it's like, them $30, like I could use them $30 for gas or food or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, like I have to wait a whole nother week. Like that's crazy. Like it didn't take them a whole week to get the tip on my card, so like the fact that I gotta wait a whole week is crazy, you know. But because he felt bad and stuff, he was like, look, on Friday I work from this time to this time. If you want, come in, order some food, and it's on me. And I was like, seafood for free? Yeah, I'm not gonna pass that offer, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, like, you know, I appreciate it. And I'm the type of person that, like, I don't like getting stuff from people. Like if you offer me something or whatever, I'd be like, no, it's okay, like don't worry. But y'all took $30 from me, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's seafood. Nah, like I couldn't pass that offer. So I was like, okay, cool. So on Friday work, I texted him what I wanted because I didn't know how that process worked. And then I was like, I get out of work at this time, I can go after work. So because I was like, I'm not gonna eat seafood at my job. Like that's just too much. Like I feel like when you eat seafood, it's something like you have to like be at home for, or like at the restaurant for. So I was like, look, I get out of work at this time, and you know, I'll go then. So cool. He was like, okay, all right, no problem. So I did that, and I was on my way there to grab the food. Tell me why, while I'm pulling up into the restaurant, the $30 refund gets to my card. Like I get the notification that I got my $30 refund. That same exact, like me, I'm literally like 2 seconds from getting to the restaurant. Shoot, I wasn't gonna complain then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was happy because obviously, like, at least I know like their refunds do get refunded, and the fact that I was able to get free food was cool. Like I got there, I went to the desk and I was like, hey, like this, I'm Genesis, and he was like, oh, okay, cool. He gives me the food or whatever, and that was it. But yeah, I literally got the refund right when I got to the restaurant, which was creepy. But yeah, like, you know, I'm glad that at least I had that resolved and stuff. But now I know that I'm not gonna be tipping anymore by card. You're gonna take cash if I have it, and if someone else has cash, that's all, because I'm not gonna be risking that. Like now I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like damn. And the fact that, like, which is kind of crazy, because now I don't even want to pay with card, because how the hell you charge $30 on a card that had 00 on it? Like, you know. But the owner was trying to say, the manager, whoever he is, was like saying, oh, that night was very busy and she probably got confused with the cards and stuff. So I really don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that story. So that's the story on how I got free seafood. I know it's not nothing too crazy, but like I wanted to tell you guys because, like, why not? I like to talk to you guys and stuff. So yeah, that's literally how I got free seafood, and that seafood was bomb. Like, yep, it didn't taste free at all. So technically in total you can say I got almost $80 because the food was worth like 50 or something like that. So it was a win-win. Yeah, that's the story on how I got free seafood. But yeah, guys, that's the end of my story time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for more. Comment down below if you guys have watched the whole video, and make sure you guys stay connected and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so every time I post, y'all get notified, and hit the like button. Let's get to 10 likes, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Oh, And also, don't forget to share this video with your sister, your brother, your cat, your dog, your auntie, your grandma, your uncle, whoever. Alrighty, love you guys. Bye.
But we gon' learn how to love. We gon' learn how to love. Thinking of the time I had you.